It's an honor to be a part of this global innovation event. Great job, guys. I mean, I was looking at the lineup and the speakers around the world. It's actually really cool. My name is Christopher Landano, and I am the founder of Inventor Rescue. InventorRescue.com is our website. Go ahead, Julie. Why did I start Inventor Rescue? I'm an inventor who has experience being scammed and misled. I got tired of hearing stories by inventors on how they were scammed and misled. I go to trade shows around the country, and every year, going back as far as I can remember, back in 2012, every inventor, not every inventor, but every show I went to, the conversation came up of an inventor telling me, make sure you don't get taken advantage of, because there's a lot of bad companies out there. And at first, I didn't really think about it. As the years went on and I became an experienced inventor and later becoming an inventor ambassador for the United Inventors Association, I realized that everything they were telling me was correct. There is no clear watchdog organization focused on this very big issue of companies taking advantage of inventors. And I just felt like an organization needed to be created. There is a ton of helpful information on this topic online. The problem is it's spread out over hundreds of websites. There are some people over the last few years that attempted to do a site focused on helping inventors not get scammed. And I've gotten some good valuable information from those sites, but no one really went the distance and on a level playing field that I want to take it. And I'll tell you why I'm the perfect person on the next slide. I felt like the bad guys are winning big time. I got tired of hearing the inventor stories that they lost 30, 40, 50. I recently spoke to an inventor in Florida that paid a company $100,000 for a looks like prototype. Not even a functioning prototype, $100,000. And this gentleman was about to give them another 50 grand until we got connected by an old high school friend. And I told him to rip up that check. There are hundreds of companies in hundreds of product development companies around the US, and they are just taking money from inventors, and there's no one out there defending inventors. So it's time for change. And I'll tell you why I'm the right person. Next slide, Julie. My background, I have been a professional rescuer in New York City. I started off with the New York City Police Department. I then became an emergency medical technician. I worked on a New York City ambulance. I was a New York City firefighter. I was a forensic photographer. I'm very active in my community, and I've never been accused of scamming inventors. My life has been built around rescuing people. I'm a professional rescuer in one of the biggest cities in the world, and I love helping people. And as of recently, I retired from being a New York City firefighter to focus on being an entrepreneur, but more so focus on Inventor Rescue, because I'm super passionate about helping inventors. There are so many inventors out there that are just, they're just walking into a trap and they have no idea. And there is such a need for an organization like this. And this actually got me more excited to do than my invention, which I'm actually going to launch it soon on TV, but I can't share, unfortunately, killing me. But I love helping people. Absolutely love helping people. It's my purpose in life. I've realized it. No matter what I do in life, it brings me to helping people. So I retired from responding to 911 calls from life-threatening emergencies to now responding to 911 calls from inventors. We launched earlier this year. Since launching, we've had 4 inventor rescues. 4 random inventors reached out to us through our network and told us they think they're being scammed. And so our team looked at what was going on, and we decided that we would help these inventors. And those 4 inventors are doing testimonials. We're working on our testimonial page, and all of our testimonials are going to be real life people we helped. Another scam with certain companies, they pay for testimonials, or the testimonials are not real testimonials. So you got to be really careful when you're checking out a company. And this is so much information we're going to be launching on the website. We've got 2 rescues in progress with inventors that need help. And I know that there's hundreds of inventors out there that need help. They just don't know it. We have created a site that has actually had some inventors reach out to us and tell us that if they're going through our website, they are a little bit more comfortable now to talk about who scammed them, how much they paid these companies, and what they received in return. Also, inventors who have been scammed or misled have told me directly that the information on our site would have helped them had they found our website when they were thinking about hiring some of these companies. And when I talk about companies, the companies range. It could be a patent attorney. It could be a prototyper. It could be a manufacturer. Anyone in the supply chain that helps an inventor bring their product to market. It's a number of companies out there that are taking advantage of inventors, and it's out of control, and we need to change. Sort of like McGruff. I don't know anyone, McGruff, take a bite out of crime, the old commercials. We also have been receiving emails from inventors around the country informing us that, hey, you might want to check out this company, you might want to check out that company. So what we're doing is we're kind of creating, every time I get an email, I just put the company in a category, so that if an inventor reaches out to us down the road and says, hey, I had a problem with this company, if they're on our radar, then we can respond a little bit quicker. So it's kind of a slow and go process, but it's a noteworthy project. What's coming? So right now we are working on our testimonials page. I'm working on a sponsorship and donations page. Right now I am self-funded. And so one of the goals is to raise enough money, maybe even get a vehicle donated to us, because the ultimate goal is to have a promotional vehicle that goes out to all the trade shows, all the innovations events. We have a lot of events here in New York City on the Eastern Seaboard, East Coast, that we'd like to get out to. That's where I know I'll have a huge impact, getting in front of inventors live at shows. And being an ambassador for the UIA also helps to spread that word, and spread the word for the UIA because it's a great organization. Case studies. So we're looking to get folks who feel like they've been scammed or misled, tell us their story, and then we'll reach out to the organization before we make the case study live, just to see if we can get one of these companies to come out and maybe have a solution or a resolution with the inventor in which the inventor gets some money back. I just tested this out. And before I made anything public, I reached out to the organization. The organization got together with the inventor and a resolution was made. And the inventor reached out to me and was like, oh my God, I cannot believe that you helped us with this. The inventor was going to hire an attorney and didn't have to hire the attorney. And the inventor reached out to me and said, I'm making a 10% donation back to Inventor Rescue for what I'm receiving back. He was completely shocked that we were able to help him. It just happened to be that one of the companies that he was complaining about, I have a personal relationship with, and they're not bad guys. Miscommunications. That's what it was. It was total miscommunications. So that's where we can help. I want to create checklists, red flag checklists. So if you're about to hire a patent attorney or you're working with a patent attorney, we have a list of red flags. I recently had an encounter with an attorney, and it completely went south. And there were a number of red flags. And so we can't hire these folks and assume that they really care about helping us. There are people that do care, and I know a lot of them, And then there are people that will get our money and they kind of just skim the surface and they're not really doing their job, especially when you hire an attorney, right? We're not attorneys. We're hiring a patent attorney, a business attorney, because we're expecting that they have the information and they're willing to help us move our project along without accruing unnecessary hours. And what I'm finding from speaking to inventors around the US, and patent attorneys are stacking up hours, billable hours, and a lot of inventors are finding that they're getting rejections. And every time there's a rejection, who gets paid? The patent attorney and the USPTO. So not to stay on patent and trademark attorneys, but it's also suppliers, supplier reps, coaches, marketing companies, and more. So we want to create like a checklist that you can kind of have. We make it printable, hopefully. There's a lot of things I want to do with the website, but we create these checklists that as you go through the process, you can kind of check off to say, oh, wait a minute, that's a red flag. And then you can even reach out to us and tell us what's going on, and we'll try to help you. Right now, I'm not a one-man show, but I am a one-man show. I'm kind of running everything with a team of consultants around the country who are advising us. The promotional vehicle, that's something that it's not so short-term. It could be within the next 6 months. I'm hoping. I'm looking into a lot of options, and if I have to self-fund it, that's how passionate I am about it, I will. We are continuing to update the website with valuable information and resources, and I'm thinking about doing a podcast show. Next slide.
I'm trying, Chris. It's not advancing. Oh, did I go too far?
How? No, I think that's good.
Okay.
How can you help? Was there a slide in between?
Might have been. Let's try that. Nope.
No, you're good.
All right.
You're good. How can you help? If you or someone was a victim to a company, reach out to us. Tell us your story. It'll be kept confidential unless you want to talk about doing a case study. Sponsorship and donations, we're building that page. Any sponsorships or donations is not going to any salaries. I'm not taking salary on this cause, on this mission. And so any donations or sponsorships we get are going to go right for our promotional vehicle to get out to shows and promotional material. Share a company with us that could be a threat to inventors or entrepreneurs. A lot of people get scammed and they're ashamed, but they don't want to tell others. Please do your part. Let us know about these organizations, even if you want to be anonymous. Help spread the word and share our website. Next, Julie.
Seems to be a delay when I try to do it, Chris. Just sorry.
Okay, so where I was going to go next was to our website. So if you're home and you can jump onto create a new page on your browser and go to inventorrescue.com. And your page should open up to our homepage, our website. And I just want to take you through the pages of our website. So you open up on the home page, you have a section of did you know? This information, there's a whole list. I'm not going to click it. There's a whole list of did you knows. Did you know? And most people don't know some of this basic information. You scroll down on our homepage. Oh man, it keeps pulling me back to the
Yeah, sorry, Chris. It's because I'm trying to share for you your homepage, but it won't drop your PowerPoint for some reason, so I can't share it. So
yeah, I can't even get to the homepage. Well, you know what? If you go to the website, Inventor Rescue, you scroll down the page, you'll see that we're partnering with organizations. We're slowly building up content. We have a good guys page. And the Good Guys page are organizations that I have a personal relationship with, who I trust, who have great information and are helping inventors. These are organizations you should subscribe to, and you should just follow what's going on in the industry. We also have a resources page, ton of information, constantly building up on that page. The most important pages are the scam alert. When you click on that tab, that should be a go-to for you as an inventor launching a product or idea. Scroll down, it's a ton of information that I've been collecting for 6 years, getting ready to launch this organization. We also have the Concierge. Concierge is a program where you'll sign up, and if you have a product, not an idea, if you have a product, if you started working on a product, you already did market research, not an idea. There are a lot of organizations that are charging inventors because they have an idea. You don't need to spend money. You can investigate your own idea. On our website, on one of the tabs, you have an idea, now what page. There's a whole list of things you can do before you are ready to actually start moving forward on an idea. You've got to do some market research and see if the industry is big enough. Is there a need for your product? It's just so much information. I don't want you to spend money with a coach until you're ready, because you could have 20 ideas and all the ideas could exist. You may not have a path for a legitimate product. But if you've done your market research, and at a minimum, you hired a patent attorney and you did an international patent search, and you're interested, we're sort of doing like a concierge coaching program. I'm kind of experimenting with it. So far, we've had about 15 inventors come through the program, and I've gotten good reviews. I've gotten feedback. I'm making some changes. And right now I'm charging $299. It's relatively cheap, but you get me for multiple hours. What happens is you fill out the application, I review it, we get on a call, we're on the phone for about an hour, we come up with a game plan, and then I follow up with you. It could be weeks, it could be months, kind of like a coaching slash mentoring program. I really care. And what really aggravates me in this industry is there are coaches out there coaching who have very little to any real life success with licensing, product development, manufacturing, yet they're charging thousands of dollars for coaching. It's out of control. That's my spiel.
Hey, Chris, I see a comment on YouTube that says it's a great website, well done. So I think that was Claire from Chile, who was, apparently she could get onto your website, even though I just couldn't get out of your PowerPoint. For some reason, it's stuck on my screen.
No, it's okay. But I you know what? I got all the important information across that I wanted to get. You know, it's new. I'm developing it, and I'm talking to a lot of inventors. I'm finding a lot of inventors are scared to come out and talk for multiple reasons. But I'm hoping we can build an army here and slowly grow this out, because I know it's a huge issue.
Yeah. Jim, were you raising your hand because you had a question?
I have a statement and a question.
Okay.
One, hello, Chris. I'm Jim Bruner. I was able to go to inventorrescue.com before you started and see your website. Fascinating intersection between cybersecurity and intellectual property, and your background as a firefighter. I find that really compelling and interesting, and I want to follow this because I've been working with inventors for decades, and I have seen a lot of this firsthand. So I wish you the best, but your biggest obstacle is going to be ignorance, because people want the best and they believe the best. So good luck. I hope you're able to reach as wide an audience as you want. However we can help, we will help. But I think that your passion and your path are really intriguing, and you're in the right moment in time. Because
the timing, 100%. The timing is right. My email, Jim, send me an email, is inventorrescue@gmail.com.
Roger that.
Thank you. 10-4. Copy that. Yeah, the goal is with the promotional vehicle, we're gonna rig it like a real emergency response vehicle, lights and sirens, and we're gonna let everyone know who has arrived when we get to the trade shows. And we're also thinking about making like a disaster relief program as part of Inventor Rescue. So there's a lot of things that are in the works, but thanks, Jim, I appreciate it. We'll overcome it. You know, independent inventors are getting they're getting pulled into the dark alleys because these companies target them when they're alone. But if we all come together, we can fight back and we can win and we can shut down some of these companies.
Well, this is very interesting. Thank you, Chris. Thank you.